Hello, hello, testing。阿弥陀佛，阿弥陀佛，大家晚安好。我还要问一下，今天晚上有要做新皈依的同门吗？有的话要举手，让我知道一下。啊，有 ，OK， 好，谢谢。好，好，谢谢。哇，怎么位置那么空？能够不往前坐？因为前面太空了，希望大家后面的同门能往前坐。其实，在现在大殿的位置很多，在佛具部的或者在那个办公室里面坐的同门，希望呢大家能够坐在大殿里面，我们不要在大殿太空荡了，然后大家尽量往前面坐，好吗？因为位置太多我们希望在佛具部的同门或在办公室的同门能坐到外面实在外面太空荡的话，真的是不太好吧。希望大家能够合作一下。现在的天气太冷有些人可能在家或者在度假。今天呢，大殿的位置真的是很多，希望大家呢能往前坐。还有另外一个也要提醒大家，你们的手机有没有调为震动或者WiFi 很重要啦。现在关机应该是不重要的，就是网络上的那种 connect 希望你们的网络那个连接能够关一下，不然的话偶尔突然间有信息进来了就有声音为了庄严同修的时间，还有不要打扰师尊的如此给我们如此珍贵的开示不要打扰。然后希望你们的手机能够调为震动，或在网络上呢能够你们的那个网络能够关掉一下尽量把手机调为静音。谢谢大家的合作。我觉得需要义工帮忙一下，如果位置还是很多，椅子都空荡了，这个白色太明显了，就把它收一下，这样会比较好。然后大家就尽量往前，因为这个空荡太大了，然后那个位置空在里面，觉得真的很不庄严，整个大殿非常不庄严。希望大家合作，因为太明显了，我们地毯是红色，然后椅子是白色。谢谢大家的合作。真和中美国西雅图雷藏寺同修南无地藏王菩萨本尊法，一会大众恭敬合掌，恭迎无上法王圣尊莲松活佛、师母莲香上师、仁波切及上师团，一会大众唱诵莲花童子心咒。 问候师尊好，师母好，大家好。顶礼坛城做大礼拜，一拜根本传承上师及诸佛。嗡啊吽。恭请法王圣尊莲生活佛升法王座。请师母上座，请仁波切诸位上师、教授师上座，请法师上座，讲师、助教、贵宾、同门善信大德，请就座。我们依照雷藏寺往常的惯例，请第一次来或很久没有来参加同修的同门，请站起来自我介绍，您的法号和来自的国家及道场。我们呢，先从龙边开始。龙边有要自我介绍的吗？第一次来或很久没有来参加的。哦，那个传给他们那个麦克风，连追法师。
Hi, this is my first time here. My name is Ash.
Welcome, Ash.
Just introduce. My name is Lakshmi. I have come to experience this. This is the first time I'm coming here.
Welcome.
Hello, good evening. My name is Ranjit. Yeah, I'm here to experience this wonderful occasion.
Welcome.
Hi, my name is Sid.
Welcome. 好，龙边介绍完的话，湖边呢？好吧，大家都很客气，让我们以热烈的掌声欢迎世界各地的众上师、教授师、法师、讲师、助教、贵宾、同门善信大德来参加同修。
The group practice this evening is Kṣitigarbha Bodhisattva. Visualize true Buddha lineage, Namo Vairocana Buddha, Namo Buddha Lokana, Namo Amitabha Buddha, Namo Padma Kumara. Namo Living Buddha Lian-Sheng. Visualize Grandmaster and all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas sitting on top of our heads, radiating light to places.
Om Guru Lian-Sheng Siddhi Hom. 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 做四无量观，观想右手边有父系亲人，左手边有
Visualize ancestors and relatives from the father side on your right and from the mother side on your left, friends and teachers behind you, enemies and karmic creditors in front of you, and all sentient beings together with us practicing until attaining Buddhahood.
精行手印。
Invocation Mudra. Recite purification mantras and the earth deity mantra.
Om Siudori Siudori Siumori Siumori Soha. Om Wadaratan Ho Ho Hom. Namo Samanto Modoran Om Duru Duru Deve Soha. 念招请咒 Om Ah Hom Soha. Om Ah Hom Soha. Om Ah Hom Soha.
We sincerely invoke the Holy Red Crown Vajra Master, His Holiness Living Buddha Lian-Sheng. The Holy Red Crown Vajra Master, His Holiness Living Buddha Lian-Sheng. The Holy Red Crown Vajra Master, His Holiness Living Buddha Lian-Sheng. The main deity of the group practice, Namo Kṣitigarbha Bodhisattva. The main deity of the group practice, Namo Kṣitigarbha Bodhisattva. The main deity of the group practice, Namo Kṣitigarbha Bodhisattva. Namo Vairukana Buddha at the center. Namo Akshobha Buddha to the east. Namo Amitabha Buddha to the west. Namo Ratnasambhava Buddha to the south. Namo Amoghasiddhi Buddha to the north. Namo Sakyamuni Buddha. Namo Medicine Buddha. Namo Golden Mother of the Primordial Path. Namo Padma Kumara. Namo Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva. Namo Manjusri Bodhisattva. Namo Maitreya Bodhisattva. Namo Vajrasattva. Namo Guru Padmasambhava. Namo Mahachundi Buddha Mother, all Herukas, Dhammapalas, Dakinis and divinities, all Buddhas of the three types in the 10 directions, all Bodhisattvas and Mahasattvas, Namo Maha Prajna Paramita. Great homage using visualization, first to Root Guru and all Buddhas. Visualize for procession on the ground, release the mudra, second to all Bodhisattvas. Visualize for procession on the ground, release the mudra. Third to all Herukas and Dhamma protectors. Visualize for procession on the ground, release the mudra. Fourth half bow. Great mandala offering. Form the offering mudra. Visualize the transformations of the offerings to become innumerable to fill the whole space. Make the offering above to the lineage root guru, all the lineage gurus, the main deity of the group practice, Kṣitigarbha Bodhisattva, all Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Herukas, Dhammapalas, Dakinis, and divinities, and below to all sentient beings. Recite the offering verse and mantra. Mount Meru, for continuance and sun and moon transform into precious offerings for the Buddhas. May these wondrous treasures and merits purge our karma to all of our civilization. Fourfold refuge, visualize our lineage root guru, all the lineage gurus, Buddha jewel, Dhamma jewel, and Sangha jewel to form bright white light to empower us. Namo Gurube, Namo Buddhaye, Namo Dhammaye, Namo Sankhyaye. Namo Gurube, Namo Buddhaye, Namo Dhammaye, Namo Sankhyaye. Namo Gurube, Namo Buddhaye, Namo Dhammaye, Namo Sankhyaye. Armor protection. Form Vajraklapsa mudra. Recite Vajrapani mantra 7 times. Om Bodhiranjari, Om Bodhiranjari, Om Bodhiranjari, Om Bodhiranjari, Om Bodhiranjari, Om Bodhiranjari.
恭诵一遍高王观世音经，奉请八大菩萨。南无观世音菩萨摩诃萨，南无弥勒菩萨摩诃萨，南无虚空藏菩萨摩诃萨，南无普贤菩萨摩诃萨，南无金刚手菩萨摩诃萨，南无妙吉祥菩萨摩诃萨，南无除盖藏菩萨摩诃萨，南无地藏王菩萨摩诃萨，南无诸尊菩萨摩诃萨，观世音菩萨，南无佛，南无法，南无僧，佛国有缘，佛法相应。常乐我净有缘佛法，南无摩诃般若波罗蜜是大神咒，南无摩诃般若波罗蜜是大明咒，南无摩诃般若波罗蜜是无上咒，南无摩诃般若波罗蜜是无等等咒，南无净光秘密佛，法藏佛，狮子吼神诸幽王佛，佛告须弥灯王佛，法护佛，金刚藏狮子游戏佛，宝顺佛，神通佛，药师琉璃光王佛，普光功德三王佛，善住功德宝王佛，过去七佛，未来显节千佛，1500佛，万无千佛，500花生佛，100亿金刚藏佛，定光佛，六方六佛名号，东方宝光月典月妙尊音王佛，南方树根花王佛，西方照晚神通焰花王佛，北方月典清净佛，上方无数精进保守佛，下方善济月音王佛，无量诸佛，多宝佛，释迦牟尼佛，弥勒佛，阿处佛，弥陀佛，中央一切众生，在佛世界中者，行诸于地上，即在虚空中，此由于一切众生，各令安稳休息，昼夜修持，求诵此经，能灭生死苦，消除诸毒害。南无大明观世音，光明观世音，高明观世音，开明观世音，药王菩萨，药上菩萨，文殊师利菩萨，普贤菩萨，虚空藏菩萨，地藏王菩萨，清凉宝山一万菩萨，普光王如来花生菩萨，念念诵此经，七佛世尊即说咒曰：尼波尼波地，求呵求呵地，陀罗尼地，尼诃那地。宾尼尼地，摩诃迦地，真灵称地，娑哈尼波尼波地，求呵求呵地，陀罗尼地，尼诃那地，宾尼尼地，摩诃迦地，真灵称地，娑哈尼波尼波地，求呵求呵地，陀罗尼地，尼诃那地，宾尼尼地，摩诃迦地。真灵称地，娑哈尼波尼波地，求呵求呵地，陀罗尼地，尼诃那地，宾尼尼地，摩诃迦地，真灵称地，娑哈尼波尼波地，求呵求呵地，陀罗尼地，尼诃那地，宾尼尼地，摩诃迦地，真灵称地，娑哈尼波尼波地，求呵求呵地，陀罗尼地，尼诃那地，宾尼尼地，摩诃迦地。真灵称地，娑哈尼波尼波地，求呵求呵地，陀罗尼地，尼诃那地，宾尼尼地，摩诃迦地，真灵称地，娑哈十方观世音，一切诸菩萨，誓愿救众生，称名悉解脱。若有智慧者，因情微解说，但是有因缘，读诵口不错，诵经满千遍，念念心不绝。火焰不能伤，刀兵利摧者，会怒生欢喜，死者变成火。莫言此事虚，诸佛不忘说。高王观世音能救诸苦厄，临危急难中，死者变成火。诸佛语不虚，是故应顶礼。此诵满千遍，众罪皆消灭。后福坚信者，专攻受此经，愿以此功德普及于一切。诵满1000遍，众罪皆消灭。高王观世音经中，共念7遍往生咒。南无阿弥陀佛耶，多他伽多耶，多地亚他，阿弥尼多波比，阿弥尼多瑟旦波比，阿弥尼多比迦南地，阿弥尼多比迦南多，迦尼尼迦迦那，智多迦尼娑哈。南无阿弥陀佛耶，多他伽多耶，多地亚他，阿弥尼多波比，阿弥尼多瑟旦波比。阿弥尼多比迦南地，阿弥尼多比迦南多，迦尼尼迦迦那，智多迦尼娑哈。南无阿弥陀佛耶，多他伽多耶， 多得亚他阿弥尼多波比阿弥尼多色当波比阿弥尼多比迦南德阿弥尼多比迦南多迦尼尼迦迦那吉多迦尼娑哈南无阿弥陀佛耶多他迦多耶多得亚他阿弥尼多波比阿弥尼多色当波比阿弥尼多比迦南德阿弥尼多比迦南多迦尼尼迦迦那吉多迦尼娑哈南无阿弥陀佛耶多他迦多耶多得亚他阿弥尼多波比阿弥尼多色当波比阿弥尼多比迦南德阿弥尼多比迦南多迦尼尼迦迦那吉多迦尼娑哈南无阿弥陀佛耶多他迦多耶多得亚他阿弥尼多波比阿弥尼多色当波比阿弥尼多比迦南德阿弥尼多比迦南多迦尼尼迦迦那吉多迦尼娑哈南无阿弥陀佛耶多他迦多耶多得亚他阿弥尼多波比阿弥尼多色当波比阿弥尼多比迦南德阿弥尼多比迦南多迦尼尼迦迦那吉多迦尼娑哈所结大白莲花童子手印
Form Padma Kumara Mudra. Visualize the empowerment of the three lights by Padma Kumara. Recite the mantra 21 times.
Om Guru Nian Seng Siddhi Hom. 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 Om Guru Nian Seng Siddhi Hom 所结地藏王菩萨本尊手印，先观空，念观空咒。Om Sobhava Sutta Sarva Dharma Sobhava Sutto Hang. Om Sobhava Sutta Sarva Dharma Sobhava Sutto Hang. Om Sobhava Sutta Sarva Dharma Sobhava Sutto Hang. 观想虚空中有一个月轮，月轮中有一个黄色的种子字哈字放大白光。观想月轮的哈字旋转，化为一尊头戴五佛冠、穿袈裟、全身白色的地藏王菩萨，双手捧光明宝珠做莲台。
Holding a luminous pole. Visualize the pole to emit bright light, shining and entering into our body. Our whole body becomes pure and radiant. At the same time, our heart chakra opens to become a lotus blossom with the moon disk at its center. At the center of the moon disk, there is a 6-syllable Ha. Visualize the 6-syllable Ha emitting light, invoking Kṣitigarbha to enter into our central channel and to be seated on the lotus throne. With the snap of the fingers, we merge with Kṣitigarbha Bodhisattva.
持地藏王菩萨心咒108遍，先做持念珠观想。
108 times.
持咒 Om ha 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 Ve Samaye Soha. 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 Ha 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 Ve Samaye Soha. Om 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 ha 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 ha, Vei Sammaye Soha, Om 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 ha ha ha, Vei Sammaye Soha。做9节佛风有3摩地。
Perform 9 cycle Buddha breathing, enter into samadhi. We said that mantras of the principal deity and King Buddha Amitabha.
Om Panamo Nintoring Soha. Om Ha 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 Wei Samaye Soha. Om Zeri Zuri Zunti Soha. Om Zambala Talong Talaye Soha. Om A Hom Peta Guru Pema City Home Se. Om A Hom Guru Pe Aha Sasamaha Lian-Sheng City Home. Deyata Om Beka Zaya Beka Zaya Maha Beka Zaya Laza Samo Kyate Soha. Homage
to 36,119,500 Buddhas with the same name and identification of Amitabha. Homage to 36,119,500 Buddhas with the same name and identification of Amitabha. Recite the supplication to the Buddha to stay in Saholo. I pay homage and supplicate His Holiness, the virtuous and marvelous Tantrika. All Buddhas of the 10 directions of the Buddha lands as numerous as grains of sand. All Bodhisattvas who are full of compassion toward all beings. Herukas Dhammapas, Dakinis, protectors of Dharma. The nights are long, the 3 poisons are proliferating. My body and soul are stricken, tumbling in the misery of perpetual rebirth. With great compassion, His Holiness came to this world to salvage the deluded ones. 3 jewels, eminent wondrous light to provide refuge for all. All fortunate beings, human and devotee, lies on his Vajra body. For the bestowal of teachings, vows, precepts, empowerments, and attainments. We disciple of Buddha, plead that you stay in this hour to turn the Dhamma wheel, to benefit and give happiness to multitudes of sentient beings. Recite the mantra of longevity Buddha 108 times and dedicate the merit to the health and longevity of our Venerable Guru.
Om Amanoni Tuwendiye Soha. 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 Amanoni Tuwendiye Soha. Om 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 Amanoni ma no ni zu wen di ye so ha Om ama no ni zu wen di ye so ha Om ama no ni zu wen di ye so ha Om ama no ni zu wen di ye so ha Om ama no ni zu wen di ye so ha Om ama no ni zu wen di ye so ha Om ama no ni zu wen di ye so ha Om ama no ni zu wen di ye so ha Om ama no ni zu wen di ye so ha Om ama no ni zu wen di ye so ha Om ama no ni zu wen di ye so ha Om ama no ni zu wen di ye so ha Om ama no ni zu wen di ye so ha Om ama no ni zu wen di ye so ha Om ama no ni zu wen di ye so ha Om ama no ni zu wen di ye so ha Om ama no ni zu wen di ye so ha Om ama no ni zu wen di ye so ha Ama no ni zu wen di ye so ha Om ama no ni zu wen di ye so ha Om ama no ni zu wen di ye so ha Om ama no ni zu wen di ye so ha Om ama no ni zu wen di ye so ha Om ama no ni zu wen di ye so ha Om ama no ni zu wen di ye so ha Om ama no ni zu wen di ye so ha Om ama no ni zu wen di ye so ha Om ama no ni zu wen di ye so ha Om ama no ni zu wen di ye so ha Om ama no ni zu wen di ye so ha Om ama no ni zu wen di ye so ha Om ama no ni zu wen di ye so ha Om ama no ni zu wen di ye so ha Om ama no ni zu wen di ye so ha Om ama no ni zu wen di ye so ha Om ama no ni zu wen di ye so ha Om ama no ni zu wen di ye so ha Om ama no ni zu wen di ye so ha Om ama no ni zu wen di ye so ha Om ama no ni zu wen di ye so ha Om ama no ni zu wen di ye so ha Om ama no ni zu wen di ye so ha Om ama no ni zu wen di ye so ha Om ama no ni zu wen di ye so ha Om ama no ni zu wen di ye so ha Om ama no ni zu wen di ye so ha Om ama no ni zu wen di ye so ha Om ama no ni zu wen di ye so ha Om ama no ni zu wen di ye so ha Om ama no ni zu wen di ye so ha Om ama no ni zu wen di ye so ha回向，地藏本愿深如海，地狱不空不
Kṣitigarbha's
成
vow
佛，
is as
地
deep as the
狱人
ocean. To
天
attain
大菩
Buddhahood
萨，
only
众
after
生
hell
度
is
尽
empty.
正菩提
The，great
愿同
Bodhisattva
念
who
佛者，
benefits
同
humans and
生极
heavens
乐
to
国，
deliver them
上
all
报
before
色种
attaining
憨，
Bodhi.
虽亚自以三途苦。 见佛
Let all
了
uphold the
生死，
Buddha, ascend
如
the realm of
佛
utmost
度一
bliss,
切
appearing for
真佛
fulfillment
中
cities from
众弟
above,
子一
aiding those
心
in the
祈
three
愿，
realms below.
大
Upon
愿
seeing
地
the
藏
Buddha, may
王
we
菩
transcend
萨
life and
以
death.
掌上
Like the
光
Buddha,
明
may we
宝珠
liberate
的
all.
光明，
To Buddha
神威
disciples
加倍
wholeheartedly
圣
pray
尊，
to the
身
great
体
Bodhisattva
健康，
Kṣitigarbha
自在长
that by
寿，
your bright
大
and
转
majestic
法
power
轮，
of
祈
your
愿
call,
大力
bless
使
our
者
lineage
随
with
身
Guru
附
with good
有
health
圣
and
尊，一
longevity,
切
to
灾
turn the
厄
Dhamma
化
wheel with
解，
great
行住
self-mastery.
坐卧皆
Please
平
always
安吉
accompany His
祥。
holiness and transform all calamities so that
恭
he can
敬
live
法
with
王
peace
圣
and
尊
ease.
莲生活佛做总回向。
Inviting His Holiness Living Buddha Lian-Sheng to perform the overall merit dedication. Homage to the Kṣitigarbha Bodhisattva with great vow. Homage to the Kṣitigarbha Bodhisattva with great vow. Homage to the Kṣitigarbha Bodhisattva with great vow. We pray to the Bodhisattva to please be compassionate, to bless the Bardo spirits, to be purified and be reborn into the Pure Land. We pray to the Bodhisattva to please be compassionate to the beings in the six paths, and to please purify their karma, to eradicate their karma. We pray to Kṣitigarbha Bodhisattva so that all participants have good health, all wishes fulfilled, calamities transformed into auspiciousness. May they have strong commitment in spiritual cultivation. And please eradicate all sicknesses due to ghosts and gods. Homage to Kṣitigarbha Bodhisattva with great vows. We pray that you bless all participants and all their families so that they can be diligent in chanting the Buddha's name to practice the tantric dharma practices, that in the development stages they can cultivate step by step, and in the perfection stage they can practice the Qi channels and light drops and have attainments in them. Wholeheartedly we pay homage to Kṣitigarbha Bodhisattva to please bless us please bless the deceased spirits so that they can cultivate wholeheartedly to benefit both the living and the dead. Kṣitigarbha Bodhisattva, we pray for good fortune and ample resources, harmony, love and respect, eradication of calamities, subjugation of all wandering and evil spirits. May all of our prayers be granted. Namo Kṣitigarbha Bodhisattva. Gods in heavens, gods on earth, may we be far from all calamities, may all calamities abandon us. Let all disasters turn into dust. May all enemies and enmities disappear. May all obstructions disappear. We say 100 syllable mantra 3 times.
Ha 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 ha, Bhagavan Sawa, Tathagata, Petzamami Mensa, Petzapawa, Mahasamaya, Sato Ahom Pe, Om Petza Sato Samaya, Manu Panaya, 贝扎萨多德努巴迪查，这座美巴瓦，苏多卡约美巴瓦，苏布卡约美巴瓦，安诺拉多美巴瓦，萨瓦哈西迪美布拉亚查，萨瓦哈嘎尔玛苏查美吉达姆西迪人古鲁哈，哈哈哈哈呵，巴嘎文萨瓦达塔嘎达，贝扎玛米门查，贝兹巴瓦玛哈萨玛亚，萨多阿吽培唵贝扎萨多萨玛亚呵玛努巴那亚，贝扎萨多德努巴迪查，这座美巴瓦，苏多卡约美巴瓦，苏布卡约美巴瓦，安诺拉多美巴瓦，萨瓦哈西迪美布拉亚查，萨瓦哈嘎尔玛苏查美吉达姆西迪人古鲁吽，哈哈哈哈呵，巴嘎文萨瓦达塔嘎达，贝扎玛米门查，贝兹巴瓦玛哈萨玛亚，萨多阿吽培。做观想大礼拜，一拜根本传承上师及诸
Great
佛。
homage using visualization first to the Guru and all Buddhas.
回天心三印，二拜诸
Second to all
菩萨。
Bodhisattvas.
嗡啊吽，观想
Visualize full procession on
回
the
天
ground,
心
Lily
三印，
Samudra.
三拜诸
Third to
佛
all
法
Herukas
金
and
刚。
Dharma
嗡
protectors.
啊吽，观想
Visualize full
回
procession on the
天
ground,
心
Lily
三印，
Samudra.
是平等
Fourth
一
half
起手。
bow.
念圆满咒
Reset
，Om
completion.
Brim Om Brim Om Brim Om Mani Padme Hum。让我们以热烈的掌声感
Now
谢
let's
根
give
本
a
传承
round
上
of
师法
applause
王圣
to
尊
show
莲
our
生活
utmost
佛，
gratitude
加
to His
持同
Holiness
修圆满吉祥。
for His blessing to this group practice.
敬献哈达，
Now
与会
the
大
offering
众
of
恭敬
Hatha.
合掌，请真佛宗释莲花必真上师代表全体弟子向法王圣尊莲生
Now
活
we
佛
would like
请
to
法开
invite
示，以表最
Vajra
崇高敬意。
Master Bijjan to represent all of us to present the offering of Hatha to the Lian-Sheng Guru as a symbol of the highest honor. Tip-in. 没有呢。有这个，也不是哎。
请大家一起全程恭敬合掌，恭请根本上师法王圣尊莲生活佛做宝贵的法语开示。
Now let us all join our palms with the greatest reverence. And together we are inviting His Holiness to bestow the precious Buddha Dharma teaching. Homage to the Venerable Gurus. Homage to the Venerable Mang Liao Ming. Homage to Master Sakya Zhengkong. Homage to His Holiness the 16th Karmapa. Homage to Master Dubdan Dorji. Homage to the three jewels of the altar. Homage to the main deity of the group practice tonight, Kṣitigarbha Bodhisattva. Simu, Tanchen Katso, all Dharma masters, Dharma educators, Dharma teachers, Dharma lecturers, Dharma assistants, directors of temples and chapters, all disciples present here and over the internet. And our participating VIPs today are the Taipei rep to Sweden and Norway, Ambassador Tong Zhou Liao and His wife, Dharma Sister Judy,
中国中中委会会计师
an accountant to True Buddha Foundation, Dharma Sister Teresa,
西城时报行销经
and
理
from Seattle China
江美
Times,
玉小姐，
the sales manager, Miss Jiang.
大家晚安，大家好，
Good evening, everyone. How do you do?
你好，大家好。今天晚上我们是修地藏菩萨本尊法。
This evening we practice
那
Kṣitigarbha
今
Bodhisattva
天我没有
as
看
the
到
main
很多
deity,
的有民众排队，
but I didn't see
我要
many
这个
spirits
红包
getting in line wanting some red envelopes
给
from
了
me.
一个红包，那就是
And
我的了。
Master Pigeon gave me a red envelope, and that's mine.
这个他们要红包的时候我没有，我有红包的时候他们不要。
When they wanted the red envelopes, I didn't have any.
这个
Now
是
that I have a red envelope, they didn't want any.
就是很奇怪的一件事情，很多事情都是这样子的。
A lot of things is strange like this.
人生的事情实在是很难讲，想求的时
A
候
lot of things difficult to say. When you want it, you
就想
cannot
求
have
的
it.
时候
When you don't want it, it comes from heaven.
像我们那个
It falls from the sky.
在台湾得到这个威力彩的
Like the one in Taiwan who got
这
the
个威力彩
Taiwan lottery,
这位同门，
the
其实
jackpot.
他也不是说
That disciple
想求什么，
did not ask for anything, and inadvertently he or she got it.
就自然他就赐给他。
Naturally, it was bestowed upon him or her.
那有时候啊，我们
And
认真起来
sometimes
这一期
we bought it very seriously
那个那天看到的
for
宝
this
台上
period.
有4大袋，
Like Grandma said, there were 4 huge bags of
以为
bills
他只是得到1
during
袋，
the Yellow Jambala.
剩下还有3袋。
And she may have thought that
那天是讲4大袋的钞票了，
the other person only got 1 bag, and there were still 3 bags
已经
left.
得到威力彩，已经得到1大袋了。
So the Taiwan lottery was 1 huge bag. There should be 3 bags left. So she kept buying it day after day
结果一次发了这个几百几千的这样子买，
and spent hundreds or thousands of dollars.
到
And
最后
the
两手
result
空空。
is nothing. She returned empty-handed.
所以有时候啊，你真正想要去求的
So
时候，是什么
sometimes
都没有。
when you really want something, you
不求
don't
的
get
时候，它自
anything.
然来。
And when you don't want it, it comes naturally. That's destiny.
很多事情啊，事与愿违，事与愿违。
A lot of things
有时候是不是想念某一个人希望这个人赶快出现，
against your wish.
他就通通都没消息。
Like when Grandmaster
把它放
really
弃
wished someone to appear and
不再去想
no
它
news.
嘣
And when I don't think of this person anymore. All of a sudden, he or she appears. So this kind of things happens. It's very strange. So it's like just going back and forth. It's like the heavens is arranging all the destiny, and when you come to a certain crossroads or certain path, it's destined to go certain ways. However, you still should put in your efforts. So, Kṣitigarbha Bodhisattva is one of the 8 great bodhisattvas with great vows, and he's very diligent. So this diligence of the 6 paramitas, including giving, precepts, patience and endurance, diligence, wisdom, and meditation. So of the 6 paramitas of bodhisattvahood, one of them is diligence. But diligence applies to charity, keeping precepts, endurance, meditation, and also wisdom. So each of these other parameters also need diligence. And Kṣitigarbha Bodhisattva is a very diligent bodhisattva. So today, I'm talking about diligence. I just use myself as an example. Every day, doesn't matter how many minutes I have left, I will paint a painting. Sometimes I only have 10 minutes left. I can still paint a painting. Or I only have half an hour. I can paint a painting. Or 1 hour, I can also paint a painting. So painting is one of my diligence, something that I have to do every day. It's 10 minutes before dinner, 6 o'clock. Then I find a way to finish one painting. It's the same with the spiritual cultivation or practice. Every single day, I have to merge with the Buddhas or Bodhisattvas. The Buddhas and Bodhisattvas have to enter into my body, and I enter into the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. So I enter, and enter me is very special in Tantrayana. We have to be in union with the Yidam, that the Yidam and I are indistinguishable. That I have to enter into Yidam and the Yidam enters into me. I have to do it every single day. Even if it's already 2 a.m., I still have to do it. But I can choose for how long. Because it's really too late. But at least I would do that merging. I enter and enter me for 10 minutes. I have to do my Dharma practice to do the I enter and enter me every single day. That I enter into the Bodhisattva and the Bodhisattva enters into me. That's the homework that I have to do in my spiritual cultivation, and I have to do it every day. Like chanting mantras, chanting the sutras. So chanting sutra, mantras, doing dharma practice, I enter and enter me, entering samadhi, meditation. These are my homework every single day. I cannot forget them. Kṣitigarbha Bodhisattva is a very diligent Bodhisattva. And also about writing. Just the same. Every single day I have to write my book. And I always write 2 pages. So 2 pages. And a book, 100 sheets of papers would make 1 book. So that would be in 100 days. So 1 book in 100 days. Oh, 50 days. 100 pages in 50 days. And that's equal 1 book. So I can finish 1 book in each 50 days. So now I am writing book number 277. From my college years, I started to write books until now. When I was in college, I have written 4 books. And afterwards, I continued to write. I've been continuing until now. And now I have written 277 books. Every day, 2 pieces, 2 sheets of paper. So this kind of steadfastness, perseverance is the same as Kṣitigarbha Bodhisattva's. That's my responsibility. My responsibility in the Saha world to deliver sentient beings by writing books every single day. Now,
in Seattle, Lian-Sheng Temple, Kṣitigarbha, and Sunday, every Sunday, afternoon 3 o'clock, in Lian-Sheng Temple, fire offering. 这都是一定的。而且我个人
fixed for sure.
从来没有请假过。
I never take a break.
像在台湾雷藏寺，从来没有请假过。
Like at the Taiwan temple, I also never take a break. Like even when I had cellulitis, I didn't take a break. Even when I was hospitalized, I carried the swollen and heavy leg with the IV and went to the Taiwan temple and continued giving the Dharma teaching. I never asked for any leave of absence or take a break on Saturdays and Sundays. And then I give people blessings on the heads, and the disciples said, "What? You have swollen leg, then why do you still give blessings to disciples?" But here at the Seattle temple, it's like small potato chips. I finished it in 5 minutes. But the blessings at the heads in Taiwan temple takes 2 hours.
1 hour and a half.
Or 1 hour and a half.
到 2 hours.
To 2 hours.
那一次摸顶呢，我这个蜂窝症脚肿起来，蜂窝症组织炎的时候啊，他们搬个椅子给我坐，一只脚抬着，这样子一个摸顶。
So when I had the cellulitis, they placed a chair for one of my legs so that I can place it on it, and I continued to give blessings on the heads one by one. I still did it. So thinking about it, this is a kind of responsibility, my responsibility in this Saha world. Nowadays, many people call themselves to be really great, and many Rinpoches that claim to be a reincarnation of Adharma Buddha. That's the primordial Buddha. That's great Rinpoche. However, nobody recognizes him as the reincarnation of Adharma Buddha. So Adharma Buddha is the greatest. They should be called Dorje Chang. That's the Adharma Buddha, the primordial Buddha. And his reincarnation would be the greatest. And some people call himself a reincarnation of Guru Padmasambhava or Guru Rinpoche. So Guru Rinpoche's reincarnation is the same as Guru Padmasambhava's reincarnation. That would be really great, because for Tibet, Guru Rinpoche was the first one that entered into Tibet to propagate Buddha Dharma. So his reincarnation is also great. But I don't care how great or whether someone is great or not. All I learn is to have the spirit of Kṣitigarbha Bodhisattva. He's very diligent. He made extremely great vow without truly great origin. Padma Kumara is just an emanation of Amitabha Buddha. And many people have the status of Padma Kumara. And in the past, people never heard of Padma Kumara. He's not so great. He's just a playful youth at the Western paradise of Amitabha Buddha. So they're just playful youth in the Donghuang caves. Not so great. But no big deal. Grandmaster, it just strives for diligence. We can compete. So as a Dorje Chang, how many books have you written? Do you practice diligently every single day? See, I have produced at least 5,000 paintings. So it's a kind of responsibility. So I have this mind of duty, responsibility, and diligence, perseverance. So your responsibility is delivering sentient beings. Your practice, your writing, your painting, this is your homework every day, and you have to complete them. And if you have this sense of responsibility, that means you have diligence. By having this, you would have attainment. Otherwise, even if you say how great you are, the incarnation of Adharma Buddha, Sakyamuni Buddha, or Vairocana Buddha, but you're lazy, then you're not qualified to be even a bodhisattva. So today, in performing our spiritual cultivation, you have to have the diligence and responsibility. You cannot say that, oh, I'm so tired today, I'll just do it tomorrow. I'm really so tired today. You cannot think like that. Because if you're like that, you would attain nothing. I often say, if you do your things every single day, although they're small, it would comprise to big things. The same in your study. If you complete your homework today, in the future you would succeed. The success will be yours. The same in spiritual cultivation. Like the Kṣitigarbha Bodhisattva with the greatest vow. What I saw earlier, Kṣitigarbha Bodhisattva with his bright radiant pearl as big as this temple, and the shining light is radiating upon you to make your body and mind truly joyous and happy. The Bodhisattva is very compassionate. Kṣitigarbha Bodhisattva is compassionate. He used his bright pearl and radiating toward all true Buddha school disciples, so that we are showered amidst his bright radiance. I also felt this way. Oh, this is a reincarnation of great Bodhisattva, or the great Buddha, or Guru Padmasambhava, or Atisha. Like for the latter, Dharma propagation in Tibet is Atisha, and for the former, Dharma propagation was Guru Padmasambhava, or the reincarnation of Guru Kṣitigarbha. That's no big deal. Therefore, Sakyamuni Buddha said, please do not compare who is bigger. Or the Guru that I took refuge in, they are all the greatest. Please don't think this way. So Sakyamuni Buddha said, what is the greatest is the one who is in union with the Tao, or the way. So the Buddha said this way, please don't compare who's bigger, who's smaller. Because as long as you're in union with the Tao, or the way, then you would be the greatest. As the tantric disciples, please remember, if you're in union with the Buddha, with your yidam, if you are truly in union with your yidam, then you would be the greatest. Today we will continue to talk about Lamdre. Just now we talk about responsibility. In 2019, the one that you persisted to do all year. So now it's January 4th, 2020. But thinking back in the year 2019, what thing do you always do you persisted to do throughout the year? The answer is to charge your cell phone. Master does not have a smartphone. Because by having those cell phones, I would spend a lot of time on it. Because the purpose of this life is to cultivate spiritually and to spread the Buddha Dharma. Now let's check on Lamdre. Therefore, if one has a supreme body to rely on, then one's channels are the start of affinity of the accumulated transformation or emanation body, and one's seeds are the start of affinity of the accumulated reward or light body, and one's ambrosia is the start of affinity of the accumulated dharma body, and one's qi is the start of affinity of the accumulated intrinsic body. Because in spiritual cultivation, is you practice according to your body, to the altars of your body, to practice. Spiritual cultivation, the general things like charity, compassion, helping others are considered to be on the path of merit accumulation, so that you gain the good fortunes and merits in the future. But in the inner tantric practices, it's because you rely on your supreme body, that your body is extremely supreme, and by the channels in your body, the channels of your body can generate and confirm the Dharma body. And your channel seeds can confirm the reward body or Sambhogakaya. And your ambrosia or light drops can confirm the Dharma body, or the channels are to confirm the emanation body or Nirmanakaya. So transformation body, emanation body, or physical body, like us now, we call it or call them Sambhogakaya. Nirmanakaya. And the seeds or Sanskrit syllables are the start of affinity of the Sambhogakaya, or reward body, light body. So I said it wrong earlier. There are several bodies. One is Nirmanakaya, Sambhogakaya, Dharmakaya, and intrinsic body. And human beings are considered the Nirmanakaya. And the seeds are the Sambhogakaya, light drops, Dharmakaya, and the Qi, or vital energy, are the start of affinity for the intrinsic body. This is rather profound. 4 bodies or 4 kaya. So Nirmanakaya, Sambhogakaya, Dharmakaya, and intrinsic body. So the fruitions are divided into these 4 kayas of 4 bodies. And what is the occasion of the start of affinity? The verse said, by having the occasion of the start of affinities, generates. By having is having the 3 doors, what the 3 doors of body, speech, and mind separately attracting. So by hearing, contemplating, training, empowerment, meditating, performing all the purification. So in our Buddhist studies, we go through the listening and contemplating. So after you listen to the Buddha Dharma, you think and contemplate. So in our studies, you need to rely on the Guru and listening to him teaching Dharma. By hearing and then you're thinking, that's called hearing and thinking. And by relying on a Guru, so this Guru is the place of your study. Where do you go to study? To the True Buddha School Seattle Temple. That's your place of study. And then empowerment. What kind of empowerment have you received? So the empowerments are the stages of your spiritual cultivation. Empowerments are like permission. I give you permission to study the Dharma practices of the generation stages. I give you permission. Say, that's the second kind of permission. Give you permission to practice the completion Dharma practices. Or I give you permission for you to study the wisdom empowerment, which is the highest Yoga Tantra. And for the 4th one, I give you permission to practice the great completion Dharma practices, which is the closest to attainments of Buddhahood. And then meditation is entering into Samadhi, and this is the most important. What is entering into Samadhi? Is you are entering into the Buddha, and the Buddha enters into you. And the 2 becomes 1, and 1 becomes 0, and you enter into the empty nature. That is meditation. 1 is meditation. There is no 2. So in the theory of relativity, it's about dualism, about 2. When there's good, there's bad. There's black and white. There's heaven and earth. There's man and woman. That's the theory of relativity. However, in terms of meditation, there's only 1, absolute. When you study Buddhism, you have to enter into meditation. And meditation is all about one. And from one returns to zero. In Taoism, there is this statement, the three treasures of Taoism is the spirit, energy, and essence. So practicing the qi to enter into the spirit, practicing the spirit to enter into the essence, and practicing the essence to return to the Tao. Those are the stages in Taoism. And in meditation, you're in union with the Tao. That would be the true meditation. And what is the phenomena of being one with the Tao? Only meditators who have reached that realm can know, because it is beyond words, cannot be described by words. So this is what the pure yogi has. So in Tantrayana, the three doors of body, speech, and mind, we know that in tantric practices, we practice to purify our body, speech, and mind. Mind purification is for you to train in the pure visualization. And the speech purification is to teach you to chant mantra. When you chant mantra, your speech is pure. And the body purification is to teach you to form the mudra, to symbolize your body, the mudras. So by using the three doors of the body, speech, and mind, you practice. That's what the statement. And the occasion, any inferior meditation will rise to continuum and to merge into the four actions, to accumulate the five strata of affinity. This statement is very difficult to explain. Any master? So at any moment, if you are in full concentration, that's the continuum of the meditation. Please don't be disorderly. You always focus in all your life. Like Grandmaster, when I paint, I am in concentration. Because if I am chaotic, then the stroke of my brush would be wrong. When I write, I'm also in full concentration. Each character, each punctuation, they're all orderly, and you don't make mistake. Or if there is a mistake, you correct it right away. So when you write, you're in concentration, and then that would be Zen. So the continuum of the meditation doesn't mean that you sit in meditation. It means that even when you write, you're in meditation. When you paint, you're in meditation. When you walk, that's the walking meditation. When you sleep, that's the sleeping meditation. So that's what it calls the continuum of the meditation, which is in this state. Any inferior meditation rises to the continuum and merges into the 4 actions, accumulating the 5 start of affinity. The start of affinity rises to the all spiritual experiences of the yogi by relying on the channels, chi and body accumulation. So the 4 actions are the chi, channels, seeds, and ambrosia. And then the 5 start of affinity, which we mentioned earlier. So the start of affinity generates is because of the spiritual experiences of the yogi, relying on the channels, energy, and body. Like the spiritual experiences, last week, what spiritual experience that Grandmaster had was the vision of seeing the spirits coming, wanting red envelopes from me. And the spiritual experience of today's group practice is the Kṣitigarbha Bodhisattva's pole emitting bright radiance, and you felt that the bright radiance entered into your body. That's considered to be spiritual experiences. In the ancient time, a monk and a butcher were good friends. In the morning, the monk got up to chant sutra, and the butcher got up to kill the pigs. So they made a pact to wake each other up. And after many years, they both died, and the butcher went to heaven. The monk fell into hell. Why? Because the butcher did good work every day to wake up the monk to chant sutra. That's why the butcher went to heaven. And the monk every day wake the butcher up to kill. So that's why he went to hell. Because the butcher asked the monk to chant sutras. So the butcher had good merit. And the monk waked the butcher up to kill. So the monk actually violated the precept. There's some similar joke like that. A priest that's been a priest for a long time and went to hell, and a driver went to heaven. And this is the start of affinity, because when the priest gave a sermon, all the people below fell asleep. So the priest did not have any merits, any good merits. So finally he went to hell. But the driver got to heaven. Why? Because when he drove really badly. He drove a bus, and the passengers were all praying inside his bus. They were so scared, and they were all praying. And they called on God, Jehovah, Jesus Christ. They were so seriously praying, and because of that, the driver went to heaven. Of course, that was a joke. But I am talking about start of affinity, and it's the same concept. Oh, I already told this joke. So the priest and the driver died together, and the priest went to hell, and the driver went to heaven. And the priest felt it unfair, so complained to God, "Hey, I have dedicated my life as a priest, and I always give sermon every week, but why I went to hell?" And God replied, and the driver instead went to heaven. Yeah, that's the reason, because although you give sermon every week, but all the people were falling asleep. But the driver was driving recklessly, but all of his passengers were seriously, wholeheartedly praying. That is the start of affinity. In life, this kind of things happen. The lion sued the zebra and told the judge that the zebra bit me. And the judge asked the lion, "Why did zebra bite you?" And the lion replied, "Because when I was eating it, it rebelled and bite me back." So, and the judge decided that the case wins. So the world is unfair like this. And this is also about the start of affinity. Why did the zebra bite the lion? Because the lion wanted to bite the zebra. So the zebra bit back. But the judge must be a dinosaur judge. So nowadays there are so many injustices in this world. In our views, it's unfair. However, there is a start of affinity. You have to pay attention to that. Why you have to endure such injustice? There is a reason to it. When we talk about karma, cause and effect from the past lives, like you work really hard, but you don't earn much money. Why? Somebody else doesn't do much, but they have lots of money. That's sometimes there's no need to complain and be resentful. That's why our spiritual cultivation is extremely important. Every day, our practice, our Dharma practice, and our spiritual cultivations are very important. You don't need to desire something, but everything will come naturally. Actually, everything is fair. Why are you so ugly from birth? From birth until you're old, you're still ugly. Why some people are born very handsome, tall, and good-looking? Grandmaster is not very tall. That's my biggest regret in this life. That's why I wear a higher heels. It's what is this called? But your wisdom is like a giant. So just comforting yourself. The person who made these shoes for me is a physical therapist who helped me make these shoes. And he's also my disciple. Grandmaster Lu, this is the greatest pain of Grandmaster Lu is that he is short. So he made these shoes for me. So these shoes were made by a physical therapist. It's about 10 centimeters. It's no big deal. But this is the biggest pain of my life. What's the reason? Why am I so short? Talking about the real reason is I was born when my mother was 7 months pregnant. So most babies were born at their 9th or 10th month, but 7th for me. And it was during the end of the World War II, 1945. There was no milk, no formulas, no milk powder. So being born prematurely, I only ate some rice gruel. So the rice grounded into powder. That's all I ate. There was no other food. So I did not have enough before birth and not enough after birth. So my cells were all short. So this is my pain from my life. So since birth. However, I also created karma in my past lives. What kind of karma? One life, I was a monk wanting to build a pagoda. Typically, there are 7 layers of a pagoda. And in Japan, there are 5 layers. In China, 9 or 7 layers pagoda. And for each pagoda, I took a little bit. Although there are 7 layers or 9 layers, I make it shorter. slightly shorter. So I corrupted a little bit. So I didn't build it as tall. Even by stealing a little bit, and in the next life, then you would be shorter. That's cause and effect, one after another. So if you stole or you corrupt, then you would be shorter. That's also start of affinity. So in talking about start of affinity, we have to talk about this. I don't like to drink, but I respect my friends. And my friends love to drink. And in order to respect my friends, I also love to drink. So that's the start of affinity. Therefore, when you were young, when you make friends, you want to be careful. Because friends enjoy. That's only friends having fun. But if you have a righteous friends, that they are your true friends. The wife is very angry and told the husband, "Why did you peek at my diary?" And the husband was speechless for a long time and then finally said, "How did you know?" And the wife was really angry and said, "Because I just read your diary and it was written that you looked at my diary yesterday." This is also start of affinity. Right? So, in Buddhism, we talk about start of affinity. And eventually, we say that the intrinsic nature of affinities are empty. That is the highest realm, that you have gained enlightenment, that everything is the start of affinities. And at the utmost, the start of affinity is also intrinsically empty. So Buddhism talks about this concept. Today we talk about Kṣitigarbha Bodhisattva, and he is a very diligent Bodhisattva. As long as you are very diligent, in painting and you paint one every day, then you can also produce 5,000 paintings. You're very diligent in writing, then you can write up to 277 books. If you're very diligent in your spiritual cultivation, every day, no matter what, you do your practice. You meditate, you enter into samadhi. You always have to perform that. You enter into yidam, the yidam enters into me, and you would feel the spiritual experiences, and if you do it every day, then you would have the attainment of the yidam, for sure. Definitely. So this kind of spirit of diligence is the start of affinity for your future attainments, for your attainments in the future. Om Mani Padme Hum. We are very grateful to His Holiness Precious Dharma teachings. We have several announcements. Tomorrow, Sunday at 3 p.m., there will be Medicine Buddha Homa fire offering ceremony at the Rainbow Temple in North Bend, Washington, and the corresponding empowerments will be conferred afterwards. Before the Homa, starting at 1:30, there would be the book reading of His Holiness books led by Vajramaster Lian-Man on book number 675, an overview of Buddha Dharma. There will be direct webcasts both in Chinese and English. And for this year's annual Spring Blessing Ceremony will be held on February 1st, Saturday at 2 p.m. at the Rainbow Temple in North Bend, Washington. For the first time, His Holiness will transmit the Dharma practice of Ishi Jogal, the Lady of the Lotus Born. She is considered to be the first woman who has attainment in Tibet, and she exposed her spiritual journey from being a disciple to ultimately having attainments and becoming a guru. And the following day, on February 2nd, Sunday, there would be a day tour to Point Defiance in Tacoma, to the aquarium and zoo there. And if you're interested to join, please make sure that you register beforehand or as soon as possible, because space is limited. And from February 3rd to 4th, there would be a workshop for Dharma propagators also at the Rainbow Temple. And we hope that you all will register. And for the year 2020, if your Chinese zodiac is rat and horse, or secondarily rabbits and rooster, you may want to register yourself for the protection of the planet ruler. You can register in person or online. Now we'll be chanting Buddha Amitabha.
Nam
者到坛城前长跪，恭请法王圣尊莲生活佛为新皈依者
We
做
are
皈依
inviting
冠
any
礼。
of you who would like to take refuge to please come forward to the center of the temple and personally receive refuge initiation from our lineage root Guru. If you're not present in person and would like to take refuge, you may send a letter to True Buddha Foundation in Redmond, Washington.
恭请法王圣尊莲生活佛加持大悲咒水即为佛像开光。
and to consecrate Buddha images.
唵 请大家起立做大礼拜，以拜根本传承上师及诸佛。Om Ah Hom。二拜诸菩萨。Om Ah Hom。三拜诸护法金刚。Om Ah Hom。四平等一起手。同修会圆满吉祥结束了，感谢根本传承上师的大加持，感谢师母仁波切诸位上师、教授师、法师、讲师、助教、贵宾、同门善信大德的护持，谢谢大家，阿弥陀佛。We now conclude this live broadcast. Thank you for viewing.